I have slain a rock, if we look at my kills history. I've killed Lalama Blossom Mists, the Coastal Mastery of Clouds, which is a rock. Giant Burb. And we've also killed 2 wombats, 2 mountain goats, and a wolverine. It was pretty funny. While I was killing the rock, I screamed at it that I killed a wolverine once, and it didn't seem super impressed and tried to attack me, so I stabbed it to death. Anyway, I have a, in my inventory, we are wielding, well, if I look at my inventory here, I am wielding, well, actually, I'm wielding rock meat right now, and I'm crying for some reason, probably happiness. I have a sword and a buckler, and I'm going to put that rock meat into my backpack, actually. Never mind, I don't have a suitable container, so instead, I'm going to take a bite out of, actually, let's drop one of those rock eggs, because I don't need all of those, and then let's put that rock meat, I do not have enough space in my inventory for this rock meat. All right, well then I will drop some of the rock meat, I guess. It's okay, I still have rock brain and rock kidney, so I can still absorb its intelligence. But in here, we are in a dwarven hillocks. We are a dwarven cultured goblin, so I have a goblin name. I don't really have an overarching goal for this goblin. Aside from that, I'm basically a goblin monster slayer. So I want to go around, I want to find beasts, and I want to slay them. Elena Wu, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. What were you up to today on your stream? Hi, how's things? Not currently, Crundle Tribe. The Broad Dwarf Cook says, is that a weapon? What's going on? Oops, sorry. Strap the sword to my upper body. I'm going to speak with somebody. A trader. There's a cook. Some of these are dwarves I know. Some of these are not. There's a beekeeper over there. There's a dwarven farmer over there, as well as another cook. But I think we are going to begin a performance because honestly, I think reciting my own handwritten poetry is one of the greatest things I can do. So I'm going to recite my own poem, Arm. Arm is an example of the bewildering silk. It has no particular subject, and the writing has a hint of viciousness to it. It is somewhat showy. Overall, the poetry is very, very bad. We're going to tell my own poem that I wrote. So, this is the process of me telling my poem. I begin the first line, I speak well. I begin the second line, I begin the third line, and then I conclude my performance. Someone says, the dwarf trader Id says, I saw Unib Moonvault recite Arm. It is interesting. And then someone said, someone else, the Broad Dwarf Cook said, I saw Unib Moonvault recite Arm. No, I'm not interested. I'm going to shout to everybody after bypassing the greeting. I am the murderer of Lolama Blossom Mists, the coastal mastery of clouds, whose insignificant name I struggle to recall. And then I'm going to and say goodbye, and then I'm going to speak with somebody directly, specifically Id, who liked my poem. Or at least was mildly interested in my poem. I'm not gonna say liked it. Yeah, Zach's writing is something. The dwarf traders, I say, hello, Id, and the trader says, hello, it is good to see you. Have you written a new poem? I'm gonna continue the conversation. And I'm gonna ask how the listener is feeling. And they say, I slept in the dirt. It is annoying. I'm going to spread a rumor. Could talk about a time that Nick and Moldog or Drothla attacked me. Talk about the time that I fought with various other things. Could talk about the time that Raven attacked me. I fought with an Ibex. Apparently an owl attacked me. Assuming these are even true and not just like untrue lies. Let's see, what else do we have? Fought with a yak, apparently. I got attacked by a lot of things while running around. Conflict in which a Hore marmot attacked Lola. I'm gonna tell this person about how before I fought with the rock, in fact, a marmot attacked it. And it's true. An unknown creature attacked a rock. It was inevitable. All right, let's inquire about troubles. Beast, bandit, and missing treasure. Do tell me about beasts. A great beast threatens to bring ruin to our people. Smith confused the savage horns. Seek this place if you hunt Nor, Pride Earths, the intense, the rock. This vile fiend has killed 24 in its lust for murder. All right, well, it's in Smith confused. I asked if I'm asking id if they know the location of it, and then they tell me to look for Zolak. What's their name? Goblin Zalak Maligned Brute. Goblin Zalak Maligned Brute. He is the Sacred Hollow. Ask for directions to... We are in Gemtones. I'm not exactly sure where to look. So I'm looking for a goblin named Zolak. Oopsies, wrong button. Impatiently say goodbye. All right, so somewhere in here. One of those zeros on the map. Randize Dwarf Tanner. Oop, the frail Sacred Hollow. Oop, 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 oop. Greet listener. Hello, I'm Adil. Damn it. Hey. Let's ask for directions to the Goblin Zolak. Not exactly sure where to look. Well, goodbye. Dwarven Blacksmith. Monster. Ooh, a stout monster slayer. I should ask the stout monster slayer to join me on my adventures. It's Goblin. I'm Lukey. Learned braved. The servant of caverns greets you. They're impatient. I'm going to brag about my violent attacks, about how I killed the rock. I'm going to tell a joke, and they don't think I'm funny. And now they're very impatient with me. I'm gonna ask a favor? Demand an item, no. I'm gonna express my emotions, my satisfaction after eating a fine dish. He's very impatient with me. What? Hold on a second. I ate a meal. I'm content with this. Oh, and then Lukey says, particular outlaws have been causing us much hardship. They have a forest retreat called Maw Combined somewhere in the humid forest. I'm not sure what that has to do with me eating a meal. I ask him for directions, and he says I must take my leave. Guy don't like me. All right, fine. Goodbye, then. Bulging eyes, sheriff. Okay. What direction? South. What a piece of work. I mean, just... What can I say? You know, goblin monster hunters, eh? Takes one to know one, truly. Although it is typical for goblins to hate their own kind, right? Tells me about these so-called bandits and doesn't even help me find them. This is also something that I really hope they manage to make easier for when this mode releases for premium, is tracking down people. It's very difficult. That's putting it very kindly. You're told to find someone, it's basically just a matter of, well, fucking good luck. All right, this might be it. Jetting Chin, Elf Monk, Dwarf Drunk, Dwarf Drunk, Dwarf Drunk, Dwarf Drunk. Never mind, probably not it. Dwarf Drunk, Dwarf Drunk, Dwarf Drunk, Dwarf Drunk, Dwarf Drunk, Dwarf Drunk. You know, here's the other thing. I could probably also just ask anybody at random and somebody else might just know. Let's go back up to that, Okay, there's another one over here. Let's go to this one and just ask somebody who isn't drunk. Let's first do a real quick scan of the area. Soap maker, craft dwarf, weaponsmith, farmer, paper maker, farmer, presser farmer, farmer, paper maker, fish cleaner, metal crafter, trader. All right, well, let's just ask about this rock. We're gonna greet the listener. And I say, "Hi, hello, I'm Iton Canyon Shells." And I'll be like, "Greetings. I'm going to ask for directions, not to Zolok, but to Rock." Okay. I need to look. Well, I know that there's dragons in this map, so I'm just going to instead ask them about not for directions. I'm just going to ask about troubles and see what if they give me for things for beasts. Beasts, bandits, and a missing treasure. All right. Beasts. Vanquishing a great beast on our behalf would bring us all much glory. Wave Pack, the Horn of Thunder. Seek this place if you seek Id, Xavier Cloud, the primitive prairies of winter, the rock. Okay, so there's multiple rocks that are causing them problems. That's fine. I've killed one, so I'll kill another one. Ask for directions to Wave Pack. The Goblin Zolok Maligned Brute. Okay. So none of these guys know where anything is. I have to find Zolok Maligned Brute. So I'm on the southernmost mound right now. I'm hunting turkeys. Particularly large turkeys. Well, at least I don't know far to go to get to the other ones. I don't know, I'm drunk is probably the actual answer, Stone. Fortunately, looking for a goblin is far easier than looking for a dwarf in here, so... Because finding a dwarf in here is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You're a Gape Teeth Hunter. My name is Unib Moonvolt. Ah, hello, I'm Ezem. Hunter. I know that you're an animal hunter and not a monster hunter, but... Neutral attitude, well that's good. Ask about any troubles. How's life here? They got bandits, beasts, and blah blah blah. Okay, let's check out the beasts. Malicious outlaws have brought terror. Wait, what? Did I select bandits? I guess so. The Dwarf Hunter Ezem says malicious outlaws have brought terror to our people, to our doorsteps, and they have a helix called Channel Scribe. I am not going after any bandits because I don't know how to find them, if I'm being honest. Inquire about any troubles. Okay, let's not hit bandits this time. Beasts, there we go. Tell me about the beasts. A great beast threatens to bring ruin to our place. Seek, Rubble Scarred, the responsible crest. Seek this place if you wish to hunt Severe Stringpin, the brilliant Bissel of Rubinus's robustness, the Hydra. This vile fiend has killed 94 in her lust for murder. Ooh. Let's ask for directions. Can you tell me where I can find the Hydra? Tells me to find the Goblin. I'm gonna ask the listener to join me. Join me on adventures. I would rather not. I mean, you're most certainly guaranteed to die, so that's a valid thing to do. I will say goodbye politely. I got one more mound to check that I'm pretty sure I haven't checked yet. Although this may have been the one I started in. In before Zolok's like just straight up not here. Wait, what's 6 away from an even 100? Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd need to find it, I suppose. Let's ask this person. Ask for directions, Hydra. No. What's the name of the location that the Hydra lived in? After I say goodbye, I would. I love that they're all just like, oh, I gotta talk to this guy that I'm not certain exists. Great Beast threatens. Rubble scarred in the responsible crest. Okay. Responsible crest. You know, I'm starting to wonder if there is even another goblin named Zolok here. Okay, let's wander around outside a little bit. Maybe we can spot him. They're just who to the site. What? Go? Not gonna lie. That sentence makes no sense. Yeah, it's very possible they are just straight up not here. I'm aware of this. I'm still not 100% sure what you're telling me to ask them, Cosmic Surfer. If you're saying ask about the site, like the creature's name, or are you saying ask, wait, is that a statue or a person? Statue, right? An iron statue of Etur. A deity of Cavern's Mountains, depicted as a female dwarf in iron. Cool. Careful, at some point I'm gonna have a pet squirrel, I'm gonna name it Deez. And then I can go telling everybody about D's. Dwarf fish cleaner, thin dwarf gem setter, leatherworker, that. Farmer, butcher. I'm gonna go see if I can find that impatient goblin again, who hated me. This sacred hauler, who is, or sacred hollow person, Rubscard is far to the west. You receive a detailed description. So I just asked this guy for the directions to Rubscard, and the Sacred Hollow, Adil, says Rubscard is far to the west. You receive a detailed description. In 124, Asmil Bridge Rushed was struck down by the Hydra there in Rubscard. All right, figure out where to find this Hydra. Now the question is, do we go for the Hydra? Or do I go for another rock? Oh, seems easier. The beast from the wilds has been harassing our people. Tip Depth, the renowned Tix in the Secret of Hill. Seek this place if you wish to hunt Bokar Slick Vanish the Dingo. That seems like easy training practice. Can you tell me where I can find the tip which the renowned Dix is in the Secret of Hill? Okay, where's the Secret of Hill then? There we go. He gives me the detailed description. That's what I wanted. He's nearly a day's travel to the northwest. You receive a detailed description. Yay! Okay. Let's go kill this dingo. It's not too far either. All right. Let's move out of Gem Towers. You mean the first cavern layer? No, I didn't. I found the second and third cavern layers. I never did find the first cavern layer. Magos. Renowned Tix. I'm gonna pin this. Then I have my map up here. So we're going to this little dot here on the map. Unib in the lair of the dingo. Also, it's just literally like a run across the plains. Oh, there it is. Can't travel through the lair. The secretive hill. So it's north-northeast. Move up until it's just east. It may actually be this. There it is. Thunk. I found the dingo's lair. Ha! Look at this. It's a dingo. I'm going to greet the listener. My name is Unib Moonvolt. You killed my Fuzza. Prepare to die. Or something to that equivalent. I'm going to brag about my violent acts. I killed a rock once. And I wrestled a bear once, maybe. I'm going to make a flattering remark and say that you are amazing. And then I'm going to ask about the listener's family, and they don't respond. This dingo's just kind of looking at me confused. And then I'm going to say goodbye, because this is how I turn this dingo into moist paste. Yeah, there it is. Bokor, a small dog-like creature. I will slay you, fool! Is exactly what I will do. And then I will maybe write a poem about it. The problem is it's like neutral to me, right? Attack it. It doesn't consider me it doesn't want to fight with me because it knows it'll lose. Hit it in the upper body. Oh, I'm punching it. I'm gonna bite it. Show it some of its own medicine. I bite the dingo in the upper body from behind with tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. Okay, let's wrestle with my teeth. I'm gonna shake it around. Give it a good shake. It bites me in the leg. Ow! Okay, that's enough goofing off. So I shake it around by the upper body, tearing apart the upper body's muscle, and an artery in the upper body has been opened by the attack. I am going to wait for a minute and 30 seconds because we're in an ad break. I did show it my dominance, yeah. Hey, I'm surprised I killed it, Brain Fits. And it's better than, like, me dragging about the marmot I killed to the, like, other animals I was killing. You got a back and a lung in a single bite. I have a big mouth, okay? I've been practicing with my bad poetry and my shouting randomly about the things I've murdered. I've been practicing opening my mouth real wide, okay? So we're getting good. But you're right, I did get a back leg and a lung. I have a really big mouth. You know, so we got some lovely fan art the other day of Goblin, right? Which I will show again, which is posted on the Discord, and also there's a Twitter link and whatnot. But it was drawn by Zolinar, and you know, looking at this, it kind of explains why I can bite so much with one bite. I mean, look at the size of my head. Clearly, like with a head that big, it's very obvious as to why Unib can very easily, without much effort, bite both a lung and a leg with one large chomp. Anyway, I'm going to strike it in the upper body. I'm going to slash it. You slash the dingo in the upper body with your iron short sword, and the injured part is cloven asunder. An artery has been opened by the attack, and a tendon has been torn, and it is dead. All right, well, I'm gonna compose a poem above its body. Oh, come on. I wanted the dramatic effect. I'm going to compose a I'm going to write a poem. I don't know, the Zephyr of tweeting. And the game crashed. Dwarf doesn't like Elon Musk. That's both hysterical, but also really sad. Let me just do something real quick. Dagnabbit. Yep. Yeah, we have to get that dingo again. It's okay. I can speedrun dingo kill. All right. Well, back to step one. Let's go speak with our friend who's this trader. I'm gonna greet the listener. And I'm going to be like, inquire about any troubles. Base bandits, blurby blurb. Let's ask about beasts. There's a hill titan. Under siege of an ancient force of nature, Waxwood the submerged ivy is in the hill of blockading. Seek this place if you hunt the cloud moth, the waxy lobster of lilacs. Sounds terrifying. I ask him for directions and we're back to this bullshit. I'm actually going to save because I want to zoom the game in slightly. The UI is easier for me to see. Yeah, it was just a dingo. It was like a control warm-up, if anything. I will say that crash was our adventurer sleeping and having a dream. It was a premonition of the future. Well, that's just me making excuses to not cut the VOD in multiple places. The waxy lobster of lilacs. Yep. That is what it says. That's where I want it. Dang, it was a load-bearing dingo. As in, it bared the load of my teeth. All right. Oh, is that a weapon? That is alarming. I'm sorry to alarm you with my weapon. I will put my rock meat away too. Okay, actually, I will drop. I will drop the rock meat. Here, you have lunch. Anyway, I will now pull out my weapons and put them both away. Okay, so now I can grab you. Hello, this person, Dwarf trader. Ongoing conversation. Inquire about troubles. There's plenty of beasts, because it's beast plural. A great beast threatens to bring ruin upon our people. City relic, the righteous crest. Seek this place if you hunt Athen, right braves, the born, the Hydra. It's killed 23 and it's less for murder. There's multiple Hydras. I like this. That's okay though. That's not the menu I want to be in. I always, for some reason, seem to think that, like, if I just hit the back button... Bypass greeting. My bad. Impatient with me now. I don't blame you. I would be, too. I just was rude to you. Well, let's see. There's beasts, bandits, and the missing treasure. Tell me about these beasts. A force of evil has arisen in the world. Lance Dawning, the mired spike. Seek this place if you hunt Deton Scrapelash, the Eye of Augustine's ringleader. Oh. I ask for directions, and the trader says, Landstwing is a day's travel to the northeast. You receive a detailed explanation. In the midwinter of 192, the dwarf faint hunter Medtob Strifeful Boots was brought back from the dead by the dwarf necromancer Catan Lap Paddles as the faint hunter in Landstwing. That seems dangerous. I mean, I'm tempted. We got beasts, bandits, and the missing treasure. Mastering the forces of nature would glorify us of the world. The spry larva, the swamp of amethyst. Seek this place if you hunt Noleth Hailronus, the oceanic leopard of Bruise, the swamp titan. Oceanic leopard of what nows? Once again, he tells me to find Zolok. I think it's just like a toss-up as to whether or not this guy knows. I ask about the ruler. The nourishing paddle rules gem towers. I don't care one way or another. Change to a new subject. I'm going to express my emotions. My satisfaction upon improving tracking. And the trader says, I slept in the dirt and it is annoying. They probably envy the dwarves that live in fortresses in much better settings than this kind of space. I say, and the dwarf saw the sun and vomited on the spot, and he laughs. He's got a positive attitude towards me, even though he's impatient. I tell him that the pigtail shoe really makes the outfit, and he says, thank you for the kind words. And I inquire once again about any troubles. Let's see, we got beasts, bandits, and the blah, blah, blah. Beasts! Vanquishing a great beast on our behalf would bring us all much glory. Ivy mentioned the virtuous. I don't see it. The walls. Seek this place if you hunt Usa bulb forward the rapid hardiness, the rock. This vile fiend has killed 2 in her lust for murder. Must be a young one. Ah, god dang it. What's the name of it? Ivy match, the virtuous. Ask for directions. Ivy match. Okay, yeah. I have a feeling that there's a goblin this goblin must have come through here at some point, told all of these stories, and then just fucked off. Because, like, it wasn't here when I was actually looking. Inquire about any troubles. Well, let's see. We've got beasts, bandits, and the blah, blah, blah. Beasts. Beast threatens to bring ruin to our people. The son of Apogees, the desert of lightning. Seek this place if you hunt. Oh. I've killed that, though. I don't know anything about it. I'm going to bring up a rumor. Spread the rumor. Okay. But I killed it. I want to spread the rumor of how I killed it. Clearly, nobody knows yet. I mean, I guess they don't have the internet. I mean, I could talk about the one time I fought with an eagle. Big meanie. Instead, well, I know what I can say. Change subject. I'm gonna brag about my violent acts. I am the vanquisher of Lalama. That's all I can really do. Let's keep asking him about more beasts. Vanquishing a great beast. Winter strength. The sunny crow is in the Horn of Thunder. Seek this place if you hunt the other rock. Okay. Ask for the whereabouts. Okay. I think I like this place, but I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna begin a performance of my not that. Begin a performance of my poem. I'm gonna tell the poem Arm. I begin reciting the poem Arm. Begin the second line, the third line. I conclude my performance. They seem to think it was interesting. I am now going to save. As we can see, there's a lot of threats. Yeah, I mean, it's not nothing's as bad as like when I asked how many people were vying for control over a place, and the place that I was asking about was that Goblin Pits, and it was like 32 groups are vying for control of this place. It's like, gotta say, my coin shotgun video doing pretty well. That's like actually impressive how well that video is doing. Turns out coin cannons is a thing that makes people look, I guess. Sleep on the dirt every day. Hope to not be attacked by a big bird or a hill titan or a goddamn dingo. Yeah, pretty much. Well, I wonder... Yeah, I'm sure I can probably figure out where the dingo is. Oops. There's an angry dwarven farmer, frail sacred hollow. Greet, listener. Hello, I'm Adil. Praise be to Atur. Confident, this person is. Let's ask you about any troubles. Well, let's see. We've got beasts, bandits, blah, blah, blah. Let's ask about the... Wow, they've got, like, some problems here. Oh, you'll like this name. Mastering the forests of nature would glorify us in the eyes of the world. Blossom Plash is the forest of scars. Seek this place if you hunt Laura, the simple nut. The forest titan. Is in the Forest of Scars. I'm gonna ask for direction to the Forest of Scars. You know, I'm gonna actually ask for directions to this. Oh, sweet. I now know how to get to that other, Hydra. Bassin flies, the son of Apogees, is a short walk to the east. Receive a detailed description. Wait, what? No, I thought I was asking for directions to something else, but I guess not. Hydra! It's a different rock. And there's this one. Run control. The golden courage is in the virtuous walls. Virtuous. Let me just type in walls. I will not get over the distracting crack anytime, by the way. Rosie Hart, the distracting crack, is a goblin. Or not a goblin, a dragon's lair. But he just gave me the location of a dragon, so that's good. Attack of Jewels. Brilliant Bristle of Robustness. Is in the responsible crest. I will ask for directions to the responsible crest. Not the distracting crack game. Might as well also ask about this thing. Poor farmer is no longer enraged. Well, that's good. So, yeah, I guess you can't tell me directly based on those searches. If it was a squirrel forest titan, I agree, yeah. Great beast threatens to bring ruin to our people. Gleamwisp, the heroic amethyst sport, is in the tangled forest. Seek this place if you hunt Whip Cave, the Spear of Biting, the Bronze Colossus. Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. But I'll ask for directions, though. Vague information is fine. So many beasts. Great place for a beast hunter. Beast threatens to bring ruin to our people. Seek this place for you. Ooh, the Vile Fiend. Now, there we go. There's a rock. Savage Horns. That is not very specific. Pride Earth's the Intense. I must take my leave. This guy's like tired of talking to me. I don't blame you. I'm sorry. I will say goodbye. Dwarf Mechanic. Random Farmer. Liquid Hollow that I was pestering. That's the mayor. Hello, I'm Unib. Ah, hello. I am Alban Shield Focuses. The Servant of War greets you. Now, I'm going to close this. Scroll up for a second and see what was the name of that thing. Savage Horns, the Rock, which is Nor Pride Earths. Ask for directions to Nor Pride Earths. Ah, god damn it, we're back on this bullshit. Nobody knows where anything is. There is no, like, crafting type deal. So, like, as an example, adventure mode isn't really a life sim in the way that I think some people expect it to be like him. What adventure mode currently lets you do, I mean, they want you to be able to do that, and they want to expand on those mechanics. But currently, what you can do in adventure mode is essentially everything that the adventurers that wander into your fort can do. So, you know, the poets that wander into your fort, or the monster hunters that wander into your fort, or the mercenaries that wander into your fort. You wander around the world. You can make camps, so you can build basic constructions. You can discover locations of things, which are then discovered on the overworld. Well, adventurers, I guess, technically, but yeah, wanderers is fair. There is some very basic crafting. You can bang two rocks together to make a sharp rock, and you can make an axe to chop down trees. You can cut apart dead animals and craft things out of their bones. So you could be like a bone crafter. go around like beating the shit out of turkeys and like turning them into bracelets, that sort of thing. But there isn't any direct crafting mechanics in the game. You can kind of just be a local drunk if you want. Adventure mode in this version at the very least, I don't know what it's going to be like when it gets to Steam, but every time it updates, they add more stuff, is currently mostly focused on combat and exploration. And you could be like a wandering musician or wandering poet with some, if you're willing to ignore the fact that the mechanics are very unfinished, you could also be a trader or like some weird wandering merchant type deal. It's not, I think if you go into it like either a murder hobo simulator, an exploration simulator, or a monster hunting simulator, it's pretty neat right now. If you're willing to roleplay and bullshit in your brain and imagine stuff, you can get a lot done just wandering around in a human city, because like they have big ass cool castles and stuff. It's also very useful for discovering locations to then settle your fort in. At some point in the future, because like in the last time I spoke with them, people obviously were asking like, can I just start a farm and just play Stardew Valley in adventure mode? And Tarn quite literally was like, yes, we want you to be able to do that, but can you do that in the current game? No. Will you be able to do that in the first version that comes out on Steam? Unlikely. Do they want you to be able to do that in the future? Optimally. Sure. Zasudra. I didn't actually know that. I know that you can make walls, and I know you can make doors. But like, I should do a little bit of the building stuff. All right, so I'm just going to assume that literally nobody knows where anything is in here, because everybody just tells me to go find that goblin, and I don't want to find some goddamn goblin. So I'm a goblin. I don't need to find another goblin. So let's not go on an adventure necessarily, but let's go on a walk. I'm thinking the elves are probably a little bit more knowledgeable about the general vicinity. Yeah, one of the things that I'm the most worried about with adventure mode is I'm really worried that people are going to have unrealistic expectations for what it is right now. It is a very impressively large sandbox, I'll tell you that. You hate looking. Really doesn't want me to play today, does it? All right, well, I've given up on trying to find things in that location, so we're just gonna leave anyway. I don't mind looking for people in elf trees, as long as you, what's the word? Come to terms with looking up. Man, our adventurer is dreaming a lot today. Okay, so I collided with a mountain. A monastery down here. Let's go all the way to the bottom of this, and then scale this mountain. Chat, your job is to remind me to save when interesting things happen. Could it be the tile set? It's possible. But I am using an up-to-date version of this tile set, so... it could be the tile set. It could be necromancer experiments. It could also just be dumb luck. I've always found adventure mode to be kind of weirdly crashy. I know that ages ago when I was using ASCII tile sets, if I tried to play a necromancer experiment or examined a necromancer experiment in this version on the tile set that I was using, the game would crash, but I haven't done that, so... Traversing mountains is annoying? Traversing mountains is like the easiest way to gain wrestling experience. Tons of small animals to beat the shit out of. And also, you know, things like this. Dodox Warrior, great listener. Hello, my name is Unib. Dodox Warrior says, greetings. I'm gonna say, you should join me on adventures. I would rather not. To inquire about any troubles. Let's see, we've got the fighting. About the fighting? Not a quarter of an hour ago, a Hormade Marmot attacked Unib Moonvault. What? I was attacked by a Hormade Marmot? That's wild. Anyway. Goodbye. I'm gonna unpin that, because I did kill it. Whoopsies. I am biting an eagle in the neck and from the side, and in doing so, I tear the muscle and shattering the spine's bone. I'm going to tell it a story about the son of Apogees, about how I killed the rock. I begin to tell the story of killing the rock, Lalama Blossom, the coastal master of clouds. As probably the eagle flies away, I'm assuming. I stumble over the details. Anyway, the eagle flew away after I bit it. See, that's why that's how you make going across mountains interesting, I guess, is you just bite an eagle because no reason. It's okay, we're gonna pop down into a Dwarven helix in a moment. I discovered a river. All right. Come through the other end. Into the forests we go. As an adventurer, you're more likely to rescue them than in Fortress mode. Let's see if this helix is anything more interesting. Speaking of interesting. Yeah, in theory, Dodox warriors seem like good guys. They are literally just wild animals that are intelligent. That they're a species that was just originally created by a necromancer, which is probably really sad if you think about it. What's the bug? Had a bug with graphics for a procedural creature, which was fixed, but the fix didn't make it to the pack. Yeah, that's definitely not the bug that I think I know which bug you're talking about. But yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to reload. And also, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that bug related to embarking as a procedural creature? Because I've seen dozens of procedural creatures and had no issues. Bunch of dwarven farmers. But I don't know. If I get another crash, I'll just swap tile sets. Or just swap the gem set or something. Woodcrafter. Glassmaker, armorer, miller. Looking for like mercenaries or people I may... Wow, this is a big room. People that may join me. I'm just gonna go into here and I'm gonna begin a performance. I'm gonna tell a story about a person or I'm going to begin a performance. I'm going to tell a story about a site. The lair. Thing that I killed. Because I seem to recall a bug like that happening with a tile set that I was using ages ago, and I had to modify the tile set to fix it. I was missing a sprite, basically. But the sprite that it was missing was also the sprite that was then used for forts, which this tile set is missing. And it would cause crashes in adventure mode on entrance to certain regions, but none of the regions that I've entered would be the right type of region for that to happen. So I don't know. I mean, maybe you're probably right, but I don't know. It certainly hasn't bricked my save. Who knows? I've always found adventure mode to be kind of crashy, but I'm not fixing anything live. If I get, like I said, if I get another crash, I will just swap tile sets and just stop worrying about it. So let's just stop worrying about it. Yep. Dodok was very busy doing evil experiments, and then Dodok's warrior experiments got into the mountains, and now they just hang around claiming to be attacking passerby. Pretty much, yeah. I'm gonna brag once again about the killing of the rock. In the early spring of 250, the rock Lola Blossom Mists, the coastal mastery of clouds, was struck down by the goblin Unib Moonvault with an iron short sword. The muscular dwarf planter says, "The storyteller could be worse." And then the sheriff says, "This storyteller could be better." The Sunken Eyes sheriff says this storyteller is okay, but the story was middling. Storyteller is fine, says the muscular dwarf planter. This is, in fact, adventure mode, yes. I saw a goblin tell the story of the killing of the rock Llama Blossom Mist, the coastal mastery of clouds, and by the goblin Unib Moonvault, with an iron short sword, in Basin Files. The son of it is interesting. Well, at least they think it's interesting. Okay, so now that I've bragged about my murderous deeds, let's see, who can I speak fifth? I want to speak with a flat-eared militia commander. Confident, neutral. His name's Coffee. A legend here? I can scarcely believe it. I am Coffee Wilted Music. How can I be of service? This servant of death greets you. Are you stalking a dangerous beast? Now we're getting it. Hell yes. I'm going to inquire about any troubles. We've got an army on the march, beats criminals, bandits, and skulking vermin. All right. How about we speak about the beast? Mastering the forces of nature would glorify us in the eyes of the world. The spry larva, the swamp of amethysts, is in the swamp of amethysts. Seek this place if you hunt Noleth Hailronus, the oceanic leopard of Bruise, the swamp titan. This vile fiend murdered Caudal urged wound. Mark the Marketist. Thank you very much for that brand new Prime subscription. Welcome to the channel. Cheers, dude. Ask for the whereabouts. It's in the swamp of amethysts. Join me to the swamp of the spray of... My duty is here, damn it! Okay, well, okay, well, they must have another beast. We have been under siege by an ancient force of nature. Dust traps, natural pines is in the desert of Loving. Tell me about the desert of Loving. Seek this place if you hunt Caducum Pantherwax, the drum of flickers. The desert titan. This vile fiend has killed 11 in its lust for murder. It's in the desert of Loving. Okay, well, I think I should ask for, like, the locations instead of them specifically. I'm just gonna ask this guy about more trouble, because at least he likes me. Beast, criminals, blah, blah, blah. More beasts. Because more information is good. But I also don't really want to go after any titans right now. So, a great beast threatens to bring ruin to our people. Wooden esteemed, the mahogany bird, is in the mired spike. Seek this place if you hunt Gika, the pearl of growths. The rock. This vile fiend has killed 22 in her lust for murder. Let's go get him. Got another one. Desert of Loving. Yeah. Chat room, can I get a round of beers for the brand new Prime subscription? All right, so can you tell me a way to the wooden esteemed, the mahogany bird? And the militia commander says, the mahogany bird is far to the south. You receive a detailed description. I see why I can't. Gika the P. I mean, I don't think it's that. Hunt Gika sculpted, robust. Wooden esteem, the mahogany bird. Okay, so. I'm not sure if I'm looking at the right thing currently. Maybe actually this is what I should be looking for. There you are. Lair. Also bird-butted. Oh, it's like right next to a dwarven fort. Shouldn't be too hard to get to. Now does... okay. I'm going to express my emotions after my satisfaction about writing a poem, and they say, the copper chain leggings really makes the outfit. I think this person's hitting on me. I will accept the compliment, and then they I can see a place for maintaining decorum, but it is exhausting to live that way. On chat says post beers several times. I'm going to agree completely. And I'm going to say goodbye. All right, so I'm going to save. And then we're going to go try and kill another rock. I should really title the stream We're Hunting Rocks, not We're Hunting Dragons, but dragons sound cooler. I do want to kill that dragon because there's a dragon that lives in a place called the something crack, which is just a really funny name. It's like the dangerous crack or something. And I really want to find that place because it's a funny name. I want to kill that dragon. All right. Right back in. And like I said, if I get another crash, we'll just swap tile sets. I like the fantasy versions of those guys that clear pigeons out of buildings. An exterminator, you mean? Okay, so... also, Gurkha the P, that's actually this one. So, let's toggle the line. Sculpted Robust the P, I think is actually the name of this creature. I'm looking for. I was wondering if I... Hold on. I'm not... I don't want to be... I want to be... Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. People. I was just wondering if a Titan counted as a people. I guess not. So that's what we're looking for. This thing. Going to sneak around this. And we begin traveling. In the dunes of Seizing. We're also going to be passing directly past a necromancer tower, so I kind of have to be careful. So it's just east of the necromancer tower. Also walk around this haunted biome. We'll run through it. What could possibly... Sun's going down. I was gonna say, we'll run through it. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, let's just go up here and settle down for the night. I don't really want to die while super sleepy. I'm going to hit X. I'm gonna compose a poem of the Lace of Watchfulness. And I have composed The Rough Citadel. The work has no particular subject. The writing is quite florid. Overall, the poetry is not awful, but not very good either. I'm drowsy. I'm going to sleep until dawn. Wake up on the ground, stunned and sleepy. I drink some dwarven wine. I consume some rock brain, which I'm told makes me smarter. And then I stand up, and we go back to traveling. And just walk around this tower. A lot of haunted space over here. I'm not a fan. Oh, look at this, I'm drowsy again. I need to sleep for a little bit before I actually do the fighting of the thing. Human hamlet here. Let's pop into the human hamlet. Because of the storm? How bad's the storm for you? A pretty rugged old place. Just have to ask for permission to stay the night. Oopsies, let's just pop in here. Oh, there's some houses. I haven't seen any houses yet. Assuming these people are still alive. There's a necromancer tower close by. I'm gonna walk in and immediately tell the story of the things I've killed. So these are humans. Ooh. Sacred Skull, you seem friendly. Skinny Human Poet, okay, there you go. Spladier's Sacred Phantom, so this is like some sort of temple. Muscular Lady, okay. The Holy Funeral, Sacred Skull. These guys seem pretty badass. And a prophet. All right, I'm sure they'd be willing to let me stay here. My name is Sish, this servant of Uja, the early ash greets you. I'm going to walk in, and I'm going to just say bypass, or reply to the greeting. I'm going to be polite. I am Unib. I don't understand why they have to be that way, they say. And I'm going to say goodbye, and then I'm going to begin a performance. I'm going to tell a story of a sight of the son of Apogees, of how I killed the rock. Riding high on this. I'm stumbling over the details, though. My memory isn't the best. This storyteller doesn't belong here. This storyteller couldn't be much worse. This storyteller couldn't be much worse. Storyteller's middling. The storyteller's okay, says the human prophet. I'm gonna ask them if I can stay the night. Where is the human prophet? Ah, there's the human prophet. Greet listener. My name is Unib. The human prophet says, Emen Alusku the is dumbstruck for a moment. A legend here? I can scarcely believe it. I am speaker translate name. I think that's a bug. How can I be of service? The dutiful displeased. The dutiful is displeased. Are you stalking a dangerous beast? And I say, can I stay for the night? It's like actually like scary here. It would be terrible to leave someone to fend for themselves after sunset. And then I say, ask how the listener is feeling. I am separated from threat pin show bears. I cannot give in to sadness. What the heck is a threat pin show bears? Ask about the structure you are in. This is the mischievous merchants. In 225, judged, waived, ruled from the mischievous merchants of the group of Wilt in rider galleys. Okay. 12 to 14 inches. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a lot of wind too. Yeah, no kidding. Glad you're getting the day off. You don't want to have to go into work on that. I'm going to state my values on the nuances of martial prowess. No doubt, says the prophet. A skilled warrior is a beautiful sight to behold, is what I said. I'm going to state my values on power. The struggle for power must be balanced by other considerations. He goes, no doubt. I can see why they like me. I'm going to say goodbye. Goodbye. And then I'm going to wander over here, and I'm going to see, is there anything to pick up? No. Okay. Those are probably just barrels, right? Oh, they're pedestals. I'm going to begin a performance. Ooh, I should give a sermon. I'm going to give a sermon on the chat. What should I give a sermon on? I have lots of options. Stars, trade, the sun, theft, rivers, rumors, salt, misery, mist, mountains, muck, murder. The sun. Praise the sun. What's funny is my character isn't religious. I could give a sermon on Murica. Fertility. One of these, there's a band I like called Fertility Cult. Don't try and look them up. It's literally impossible to find them. But they are a black metal band that includes a saxophone, a double bass, and a yodeler. They're supposedly putting out a new album soonish. When they put that out, I will absolutely blare some Fertility Cult. By that I mean link it in chat and then write a song about it. It's a good time. It's one of those things that just should exist, and I'm happy it does. I'm going to give them... I mean, Chaos is the easy one, right? A sermon on Chaos. I begin giving a sermon on Chaos. You are giving a creditable sermon. I must be citing my sources. I conclude my performance. I fall asleep in the corner until dawn. The thing is, there's like 45 bajillion bands called Fertility Cult. So if you can find the specific one I'm referring to, good luck. I'll be mildly impressed. It was way harder when I looked, so. I'm gonna eat some prepared swan gizzard. And, drink some wine. All right, we're bird hunting, boys. Night, Stone. Oh, I should save. They're one of those bands where there's like no music videos and none of their songs are uploaded to YouTube. However, there's like one video of them doing a live performance to like 3 people in a bar like 10 years ago. They're one of those bands. So like, There's also a lot of weird umlauts, which makes it harder to find. In fact, I don't know if I could find them quickly. I'd literally have to like skim through my Bandcamp following to find them. All right, so this dot is it, I think, and it looks like there is a temple between me and it, and this right here is a evil necromancer tower, which means if this is a if this happens to be a resurrecting area, we may be in trouble. But that's a dwarven fortress right there. Nasty, found it. Cosmo, I see ya. I think that's right. Could you link it? And I'll look at the album art and tell you if it's correct. Oh, there it is. A rock, no quarter, so it's attacking me. The other rock had like a bunch of dingoes and stuff around. I'm going to shout to everybody. And I'm going to brag about my violent attacks. $45 monthly listeners. Yeah, that seems right. I'm not opening up Spotify though, because I might place new tab. Yep, that's correct. They're actually on Spotify now, so that's new. Okay, so we've got this rock right here. Bird of prey, so large and ferocious, it dwarfs many dragons. All beneath its mighty wings should fear the sky. So we need to wait until we start getting hits in before I do anything. It's flown up a layer, so if I hit L and move up a layer, up 2 layers, it's actually up 2 layers. It's probably about to dive me. Okay, the rock attacks you, but you jump away. What? Okay, it bites me in the lower left arm, tearing apart the muscle through the copper gauntlet. An artery has been opened by the attack, and a motor nerve has been severed. That was a bad way to start that. Aw, man. I am deceased. I really want to save scum that and try it again. I'm gonna save scum that and try it again. Judge me all you want. Not guilty? Oh yes, very guilty. The other rock had been fighting yaks, right? Oh yeah, most certainly. Bite it. Well, the other rock wasn't injured. I'll tell you that. I'm going to creep. Also, my stealthing skill is terrible. The other one had way more kills than this one, too. Creep. feel like I just need to get the jump on it. There's a crossbow over there. What am I wearing? Got chain leggings already. That it? Or am I just... Okay. Oh, it sees me. It jumps at you, but you roll away. Let's crawl, stand up. Oh, it's right here. I don't think I can do a dodge right now. Let's move forward. Okay. I drop my short sword and my gauntlet. Leaps at you. Yeah, this might just be too strong for us. Let's see if I can dodge. West. Attacking me with crab. Dodge. North. If I can dodge it. This is also just good practice for me, which is why I don't care so much. Let's dodge south. Am I just like, hold on. Oh, my left upper arm is gone. And I'm gushing blood. Gushing. Hit it? Not gonna do much if... Attack the rock, but it jumps away. Yeah, it's not gonna do too much. Did it run? I mean, good luck with that. Dodging is about all I can do and hope I stop bleeding. But if I win this fight, we just retire this adventurer. So there's no running from this, Cosmic. Attacks you, but you jump away. Attacks you, but you jump away. I'm just gonna bump it. Strike the rock in the lower body. The rock charges at you and collides with me. I'm knocked over. It attacks me, but I'm knocked away. I stand up. I'm still bleeding. Like, there is... The reason there's no point in running is, like... I've literally lost an arm. And my kidney is mangled, and my upper arm is still spraying blood. So unless this arm stops bleeding, I'm just dead. The rock bites me. I miss. Charges at me. I miss. I'm dead. Okay, so we can't fight this thing. You have bled to death. That much is for sure. So because, like, you know, you lose an arm, there ain't much we can do. So we have two options here. I can save scum again, because the game's crashed a whole bunch. Might as well fuck around and have fun. Or we retire this adventure. It's up to you guys. What do we do? I'll say this, though. If I retire the adventure, I'm done for the day. If we save scum and keep going, I could go for another hour. Scum it. Scum it. All right. Let's scum it. Because this is still me learning. Is my, like, actual reasoning of why I suggest that. Besides, this adventure is getting kind of fun. We are the scum of the world. I mean, you know, it's funny. They include this mechanic in version 50, which is quit without saving, for a reason. For sure, losing is fun. Okay, so now I know that I'm not going to be able to kill this thing. So let's see what my other options are. Came back to rock on... Goblin rock violence. We'll keep an eye on that one. What else do we have? I mean, I've killed that. I like how this Gika sculpt robust the P. It's referred to as the P. You think that that would imply like small? Clearly it's gigantic. Karma from the Bridefall? Question mark? What? I'm gonna head south. Prairies of Shattering, the Carnivorous Dune. Monastery here. There is a fort here. Dwarven Helix here. I'm going to put my weapons away. This is a place almost entirely filled. The necromancer experiments. I'm going to speak with the frail administrator. I'm going to greet the listener. I say, my name is Unib, and they say, I am Camlock. Camlock Osa de Casser says, hi, I'm Camlock. Hello, Goblin. Praise Zudan the Free. I'm going to real quick save and just rescale the text again, because I got... The text in adventure mode is the text... The text size in adventure mode is the text size that I have when I start playing on the main menu. And if I zoom it to the wrong level, it looks all pixelated and awful, so I need to just zoom a little bit. This is entirely filled with necromancer creatures. So whatever this dwarven faction is, it's got a lot of these experiments, living peacefully with them. Also, chat room, someone should help out our friends here with ad-free viewing so I don't need to pause as much for ads. Let's go to about right here. That'll do. There we go. That's better. All right. So I'm gonna inquire about any, well, actually, I'm going to cease speaking with you guys. I want them to have heard of me. So I'm going to say goodbye, and then I'm going to begin a performance. I'm going to tell a story about a person or, you know, I could tell stories about the human who was my big fan earlier. Kofi is a human of 176. He is the youngest son of Sug Cookfishes and Thomo Yorbridged. Wow, this is his entire life story. Let's see. He got divorced once. This person got divorced once, I suppose. The human Kofi assumed the identity of the wayward witch, the Bewildering. Some discord is a healthy part of society, but we must not try to live together, says the Hand of Weaver, the Hand of Night. This storyteller is fine. They seem to like me more than the other ones. They also don't like, well, technically I was attempting to hunt a rock, but then the rock did a much better job of hunting me, so I save scummed, and now we're, you know, chilling, Raven. I'm gonna greet the listener. It's good to see you. Okay. There's way too many people in this room. Let's ask about troubles. We've got beasts, bandits, skulking vermin, bone-chilling horror, and brewing trouble with our neighbors. Nothing more. I'm going to complain that they talk too much, and then ask about. Let's just ask about the skulking vermin, just to get another location. Our people have been pestered by skulking vermins. They have a helix called Craft planned somewhere in the humid forest. So what you're suggesting is that kobolds have taken over a dwarven helix? Good for them. Can you tell me the way to get there? I don't even know myself, or nor do I know anybody who could tell you. Well, thank you. You're very useless. Let's ask about troubles. I'm not going to stay here very long with these many people here. Let's ask about the beasts, and then I'm going to ask about the brewing trouble because I'm curious. The world is safer for travelers when the night creatures no longer stalk the darkness. Tunnel shade is in the luxurious hills. Seek this place if you want to hunt Melly tomb ghosts, the murky funeral, the midnight monster. I don't know if I can kill that. Try, though. I'll ask where it is. Nope. They don't know. Okay, well, you guys are not very useful. I'm going to ask about the brewing issues. Brewing trouble. The thin snake is not at war with us, but there is ill will between our peoples. The trouble started because of a dispute over the treatment of plants. Ah, of course. Checks out. Let's say goodbye. Is there any, like, non-necromancer creatures here? Kinda doesn't seem like it. Okay, so that's, like, the tavern up in the far corner. Go down to the more central areas of this helix. It's also a good song by King Gizzard. Killer! Monster! Yeah. There's a Gila monster named Pumpkin. Like the most unassuming name for a Gila monster. Okay, yeah, this whole helix appears to be made up of these necromancer creatures. I mean, that goes for literally any pet, though. Yeah, you know what? Let's just leave this place. This place is cursed. Getting drowsy. I'll ask them if they can stay the night down here. Oops. Nope, that's not a door. Alright, this is a. Ooh, you have a spear. Hello, spear. You're a furnace operator. Okay. Cheese maker. Must be a cheesy individual. I'm a woodcrafter. Dwarf farmer. Dwarf farmer. I'm going to begin a performance. I'm going to tell a story of a sight of how I killed that rock that one time. They seem to think I'm okay. Do you mean getting beaten up by beasties? I am a goblin monster hunter, is what I am. I'm going to ask if I can stay the night. My name is Unib. They are dumbstruck. They're shocked by the fact that I am this person. Stay. Why is the searching so not great? Maybe I can't ask you to stay for the day? There you go. Ask for the permission to stay for a day. It would be terrible to make people stay alone after sunset. There we go. Wait until dawn. Done. All right. Everybody wakes up. I'm going to speak with this wood crafter who's probably annoyed that I just woke him up. Sleeping. I don't think this is gonna go too well. Never mind. All right. Well. There are clearly not many early risers in this area. Alfie, thanks for gifting a sub to Cosmic Surfer. I'm going to speak with the trainer, bone carver. The thick-lipped dwarf farmer. Greet listener, and I say, hello, my name's Unib, and they say... Zzz, I think. Never mind. That's my response. Greet listener. Bypass greeting. Say goodbye, because they're still sleeping. I'm gonna wonder now why I'm stuck in this infinite loop. Can I speak to somebody else? Thank you. Greet listener. There you go. The dwarf mechanics freaks out that I'm a legend, and they say I'm Rakist. Can I be of some help? Are you stalking a dangerous beast? Sorry about any troubles. They also have beasts. Turns out everybody has beasts. I'm famous now, though. Vanquishing a great beast on our behalf would be great. Oh, well, that's a dragon. That would kill me. The night of splattering, the barbs of feeding. Seek this place. If you hunt Etog. Let's ask for the whereabouts. You don't know. Okay. How about bandits? Particular outlaws have been causing us much hardship. They have a camp called Leafy Chance, somewhere in the humid forest. I receive a detailed description. Excellent! I'm going to tell a joke on my way out because I'm funny. And I tell them about how a dwarf vomits. And then I'm not going to dance, but the conversation is over. All right. Let's see. Leafy. I'm just going to pin this event. Heard about this on the 26th. The Triangular Beach. Oh, it's not too far. Just up the beach, quite literally. Let's go get some bandits, chat room. Up through the cavernous dune, through the forest of tools. The fabulous across the cracked hills in the jungle of modesty. It's a very modest jungle, really. Through a couple dwarven helixes, striding across the rivers, forging using the bridges. Is this like found adventure? Wrong adventure kind of thing. Okay, so this is probably their camp. It's east, northeast, so let's go north. East, southeast. Okay, so then east. Ah. It's a rope reed bag. Some coins in it. Tin cage. Maybe they've already absconded and left. It's possible. I mean, admittedly, when did I hear about this? This event occurred on the 1st of Grandin, and I heard about it on the 26th, so... It is certainly possible they've already, like, just left. Well, it's still an opportunity for me to take my bearings. To acquire an object, be with family, take it easy. Zealous after giving a sermon. I can, begin a performance, recite a poem. I'm going to perform The Rough Citadel, which is my poem. In the trees to the left. I don't see it. I mean, it says it's a camp, right? Which is normally just like a bunch of items on the ground. We'll go back to the location where it supposedly was. I would walk until it's just the stars, which implies that we are right on top of it. Yeah, see, we are right on top of it. This is right where it's supposed to be. Like, literally right here. So unless I am missing, like, a stairs down or something, which I don't think I am, I'm pretty sure there ain't shit here. Climb up the trunk. Mate, there's nothing in the tree. I don't need to climb it. I can look up. Okay, nothing in the tree. This was an event that happened 30 days ago. I ain't climbing this tree and falling out and dying when I could just look up the tree. And there's very clearly nothing up here. Okay, we're looking around. There's nothing in the tree. So, no. Bandits long gone. Hate to break it to you, dude. Bandits are long gone. But, getting late, so let's go down here and sleep until dawn. I'm gonna eat a gizzard. Running low on wine, so I'm gonna save the wine. There's a fort here. From what I can tell, yeah, this is a fort, not a fortress. Seems to be abandoned. Very much is abandoned. Must have been a wartime fort of some sort. Some sort of falcon right there. Come on. No obstacles around me, video game. Okay, there we go. There's a thing down here. What's this? Another fort. This one's abandoned. These are like, basically military camps. Oh, this one's not abandoned. In fact, it's quite busy. Outpost? Sure. I don't know who owns this. Some statues. Bunch of statues. Well, this one is just chock full of what appears to be dwarves. There's a dwarven prophet in the middle of them. There's also some elves. Bone doctor. A monk, a cheesemaker, a weaponsmith. Armorer and administrator. Someone's in charge at the very least. Frail dwarf pilgrim. I'm going to walk in and immediately I'm going to perform the lilac of tones by simulating an instrument. Somebody became enraged, and it also appears that a bunch of people have joined me in the dance. So we are dancing. The cheesemaker is no longer enraged. I guess that's a positive. This is me doing the friendship dance to try and make friends. No, eat gizzard and be a lizard wizard. That's how you fortress mode. The frail monk pilgrim makes a mockery of it. It's a horrible performance. Shameworthy, even. I speak with I'm going to speak with this cook who's right next to me. I'm going to greet him. I say, hello, my name is Unib. Is it time to make music, I say? And he says, hello. I'm Zaz Clap channel, Clap this channel, and life is, in a word, creation. Is it time to make music? And he's running away. Come here, just come back. I want to grill you about... Okay. Fine. How about you? You're an armorer. I will greet the listener. They say, hi, I'm Astith. They must have liked my music. And I'm going to ask, who's in charge of this area, actually? I know, I could probably get away with just claiming this site for myself. Inquire about the listener's profession. I am an armorer, they say. Going to, you're confident, animated, okay. Join me on adventures. I would rather not. Okay, well, I had to try. Let's say, impatient. I don't blame them. Ask him about troubles. They got beasts and a missing treasure. What's the missing treasure? Do tell me about this missing treasure. Urvad, the Waxy Tower, wants the Flayer's Fleshy, the Drathla Parchment Scroll, returned to Riddle Stakes. Last I heard, it was in the Tomb of Rooms. And he doesn't know where it is. Ask about troubles. Beasts. God, it's a simple nut again. Okay, well, these people aren't particularly helpful. Good day to you, friend. These poor, like, shut-in dwarves are not the most useful, I find. Nothing bad happens in tombs. Everything bad happens in tombs. Although, it depends on whether or not it's an abandoned tomb, but... Ask the frail dwarf monk about troubles. We've got a missing treasure and beasts. The beasts, Hunt nor Pride Earth's the Intense. Well, that's the one that killed me. Twice. So I already know that, but he also doesn't know where it is. Although I could tell him where it is, which is kind of funny. Let's give up on this place. Interesting. Interesting, though. If you want something to use as target practice, just make sure you use wooden or bone bolts. If you want to use live targets for target practice. One thing that I will say about live targets for target practice that you've imprisoned is I find that they tend to just stress the hell out of your dwarves, especially if you're trying to train newbies. So, honestly, the best way to have live targets for target practice is just actual sieges. Just make sure that they are, like, positioned somewhere safe-ish. I'm just looking for points of interest. Oop, you feeling easy? Eat some wombat meat. So that usually means I'm being stalked by something. So you're talking about like were creatures, right? Yeah, because they heal back to full whenever they become the were creature. I would say wait until it ceases to be a were creature and then block up the slits. Is what I would do. Just make it so that they can't see in there anymore once it ceases being a were creature. That or tell them to kill it. That or tell them to kill it. Interesting. Whatever it was, it left. Tell them to kill it when... when it's not a were creature. So wait for the full moon to end and then send in melee squads and just be like, stab it to death, guys. Monastery here. Let's explore up into areas I haven't been yet. Well, the sun's going down. Okay, there's something up there to the right. Let's be ballsy. There's a point of interest here, and I've run into a skinny human crossbowman. I speak with the skinny human crossbowman and I greet them, and a flying copper bolt strikes you in the upper body. Just saying hi, man. Anyway, it bruises my kidney. I'm going to demand he yields. Wait, what? Okay, well, I yielded, apparently. I thought I was demanding he yields. He says, how great is it to be surrounded by family? And I'm going to argue... Wait, I mean, I'm going to attack him. I'm just trying to figure out how to go with this. And also, we're in an ad break, so I'm going to wait. Time to debate, bro, this crossbowman? Possibly. I'm gonna argue the nuances of family. You can't always rely on your family, but it's good to know somebody is there. And I draw my weapons. I keep hitting J instead of K. I'm going to press the argument. I sense you are wavering. Family is complicated, and those ties be both a boon and a curse, sometimes both at once. I just don't know, says the human crossbowman. I continue pressing the argument. Family is complicated, and those ties be both a boon and a curse. Guess I'm not sure, he says. I'm going to change the subject. And I'm going to accuse the skinny human of being a night creature. And I say, whosoever would blight the world preying on the helpless, fear me. I will call you a child of night, and I will slay you where you stand. Is this an attack? Is that a weapon? What's going on? Mate, you attack me first. So my left kid, let's just look. My lower body is bruised. I got bruising. Okay, so we're pretty okay currently. I'm going to strike. Well, okay, so is he dodging me? He's going to dodge west. Flying copper bolt. Okay, so he's firing bolts at me. I'm just going to hit him. Strike the crossbowman, but he jumps away. Okay, just make sure that my sword stuffs out. Stab the skinny crossbowman in the upper body from the side with your iron short sword, tearing the muscle and shattering the left false ribs through the large alpaca wool cloak. I have an ongoing conversation with him, too. I'm going to ask about the listener's family. And he says, the head of the family is Nagon Bristleblunts. This is kind of rad that I have a conversation going with him. I bite the skinny human in the lower body, tearing the muscle and bruising the pancreas through the large alpaca wool cloak. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to say, who is your master or boss? I have nothing to say to you, he says. I then say, what else should I say? Ask interrogate. Schemes and plots. I have nothing to say to you, he says, while I block his bolt. Don't mind me about of course I'm blocking bolts. I'm gonna brag about my violent acts about the one time I murdered a thing. I am the master of Alona Blosomless, the coastal mastery of clouds whose insignificant name I struggle to recall while biting him. He then somehow manages to break the grip of my teeth. I don't know how I was talking that whole time. I'm not going to worry about it. I seem to be able to hit him in the head. So I'm going to pummel him in the head with the pummel of my short sword. But he jumps away. I smack him, stab him in the right upper arm. He started this with my iron short sword, tearing apart the muscle. Okay, let's see how he's doing. Let's just look at him. All right, so he's in a way worse. He's also bleeding heavily. Like if I look at his description, his upper arm is cut open. His right upper arm is running with his blood. His lower body is cut open. His upper body is cut open. His pancreas is bruised. His false ribs is bruised. His false ribs is mangled beyond recognition. All right, so just for clarity, once again, it's his right upper arm. Let's go for his right upper arm. Strike. Okay, so I can't easily hit him in the right lower arm, but I can hit him in the right upper leg fairly solidly. I'm gonna slash it. Flying copper bolt strikes you in the lower body, bruising the muscle and bruising the stomach through the copper chain leggings. And I miss. I'm just gonna hit him. I'm gonna use bump attacks because I'm not the best at choosing good hits. You stab the skinny human crossbowman in the right foot, and whoops, and let's not zoom, just zoom out a little bit, but not too much. in the right foot from the side with your iron short sword, and the injured part is cloven asunder. All right, so he loses a foot. An artery has been opened by the attack, and a sensory nerve has been severed, and a ligament has been torn, and a tendon has been torn. A ligament in the right ankle has been torn, and a tendon has been torn. The short sword is firmly lodged in the wound. I will ask again. What are your schemes and plots? And he says, I must take my leave. So I can say goodbye to him now. That's all I can do. I'm going to impatiently say goodbye. I must take my leave. Is he still equipped with weapons? Okay, he's no longer heavy bleeding. I'm not going to go super silly. I'm going to strike him. In the lower body. Right. Okay, so I'm not actually going to strike him. I'm going to bump attack him because my sword is currently impaled in him. So I pull on the embedded short sword and get it back. Okay, now I can come up with a decision on what to do. I'm going to dodge west. Then I'm going to hit him in the left upper arm. I'm going to slash. Slash the skinny crossbowman in the upper arm from the side with your iron short sword. And the injured part is cloven asunder. He loses hold of his crossbow. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. An artery has been opened by the attack, and many nerves have been severed. The force pulls the shoulder, and he loses hold of his crossbow. I'm going to put my weapons away, jump towards him, grab my wrestling. I'm going to grab him with my left hand on the head. Then I'm going to wait a turn to grab it, and he misses me, flailing. I'm going to grab him with my right hand and the I don't know. Well, okay? I'm gonna grab his nose. Okay, so I've grabbed his head and his nose. I want this, you know. I keep breaking a performance. That's funny. So I grab him. He is attacking me. So I can pinch his head. Okay, I'm not good enough at wrestling for wrestling to be fun. I'm just gonna bump into him, see what he does. He breaks my grips, but misses me. And I pinch him in the lower arm with my right hand, fracturing the bone. Wow, that's quite the pinch. And the force twists the left elbow, tearing apart the muscle. I'm going to dodge. You know those scenes in the action movies where everybody drops their weapons and they just start punching each other? That's where we're at right now. I'm gonna dodge west. Attacks me, but I jump. What's his... Okay, he's heavily bleeding still. How are we doing? Okay, just bruising. Yeah, still just bruising. Okay. How's our combat doing? Yay, I'm a novice swordsman now, by the way. That's good. I'm also a novice poet now. I'm going to wrestle, or not wrestle. I'm gonna dodge north. Okay. I'm going to right lower arm. I'm going to bite him. You bite the skinny crossbowman in the right lower arm, tearing the muscle. I'm going to strike him in the right upper arm by punching him, which gives him a big bruise, which the force bends the right shoulder. I'm going to dodge south. He misses me. I'm going to dodge south. He misses me. He's recovering. I'm going to wrestle. I'm going to grab him in the neck. And... oh, man. I'm just going to bump. I pinch him. He misses. In the lower leg with your right hand. Okay, let's grab with left hand. Grab the upper arm with my left hand. Grab him. He misses me. Can I do a throw? I could lock his shoulder. Adjust the grip. Lock his shoulder. So let's check right hand. I'm gonna break his right shoulder. You bend the skinny human's crossbowman's upper arm with your right hand, tearing apart the right shoulder's muscle, bruising the bone and tearing apart the right shoulder's muscle and bruising the bone. A ligament in the right shoulder has been torn, and it is now a wrong shoulder. I'm gonna release to the joint lock. He misses me. I spent way too much time on this. I'm going to release the grip. I'm going to grab with my other hand. I'm gonna grab his foot. With my right hand, and I'm gonna pinch his first toe. I say I've improved my fighting. That was satisfying, says the human. Okay, I'm just gonna pull up my weapons again. I'm just gonna strike him, or rather just bump into him. He breaks the grip of my right hand on his on his right thing. I stab him in the right foot with my iron short sword, shattering the bone through the large chicken leather shoe. I want to know what his name is. I'm gonna brag about my past violent violent deeds. And then I'm going to dodge west. Jump up to him, stab him in the upper body with my iron short sword. I can get a square shot on his neck and slash. You slash the skinny human in the neck with your iron short sword, and the injured part is cloven asunder. An artery has been opened. I certainly hope so. A tendon in the upper spine has been torn, and the short sword is lodged firmly in the wound. Wait. He's not... How? Hold on. I need to look at him for a second. So, if I chopped your neck off... How are you not... His neck is... Okay, his neck is mangled beyond recognition. I'm just going to assume that this guy kind of looks like... Let's just say... Corpse Grinder. We'll see you when we see you, Taylor. Am I doing a snow fort this weekend? I'm not going hiking this weekend, no. If I do anything, that'll be next week. So he's... By the way, he's biting me because he has no usable arms. Just an FYI. I'm going to hit him in the left lower leg. I'm going to strike him with my buckler. In doing so, I strike the skinny crossbowman in the left lower leg with my iron buckler, bruising the muscle through the large alpaca wool shoes, I guess. The force pulls the knee, tearing the muscle and bruising the muscle. I maintain possession of my sword. He's recovering from attacking me. I hit him in... I'm slashing him in the other leg. Which, by the way, I slashed the skinny human in the left upper leg with an iron short sword, and the injured part is cloven asunder. An artery has been opened by the attack, and the force is pulls. I'm going to jump away from him and see if he bleeds out. I'm going to shout at him. I'm going to ask why the listener is traveling. Why are you traveling? Says he must take his leave. Doesn't really want to talk to me, and I wonder why. There's his crossbow. It's and a ginkgo sapling. I'm gonna back up a little bit. He's not a zombie, no. This is a human. Skinny crossbowman has suffocated. He's got copper bolts. He must be from Pesor Aloe. I'm gonna look at his coins. Actually, I could take his quiver. I'm just gonna take one of these coins and look at it. It's a copper currency of Pesar Echo Under Bully Larshem. The front of the coin is the rendition of the Quenessence Beaches. A Quenessence Beaches, a well-designed image of a six-sided, long six-sided prism. On the item is an image of the symbol of the Confederacy's polishing a human civilization. The coin's back is an exceptionally designed image of Isek. Matched works the human and humans. Isek matched roots is surrounded by the humans. The artwork relates to the appointment of the human Isek matched roots to the position of Chamberlain of the Confederacy's of polishing in 160. All right. I'm going to drop it. And I'm going to take the copper crossbow and put it in my leather backpack. I am now going to go to compose, and I'm going to compose a poem under the Ashen Fate form of poetry. My friend Illness has no work, has no particular subject. The writing is concise, yet it has a hint of viciousness to it. Overall, the poetry is passable. We're getting better. I am now going to begin a performance. I'm going to recite my poem. My friend Illnesses. And look at our description. Feel pleasure while performing, satisfied after writing my friend Illness, but afraid after experiencing trauma. And his name was Nugum Bristle Blunts. The human was born in 215 and died in 250. And I'm going to sleep until dawn. Kind of a long time to snooze, but you gain consciousness. Guess I just didn't need to sleep that long. Stand up. And I think that's a good place to save. Guys, chat, I've been live for 12 hours. The adventures of our hallucinating goblin adventure will continue next time on Blue's Clues. But don't run off, because we are going to raid somebody. And chat room, can I just get you guys to say good night, YouTube? Because I'm shutting off the YouTube stream now. Thank you, YouTube, for joining us. There might be a stream on Monday, depending on what my schedule ends up looking like. But regardless, I will see you guys on Tuesday at the normal time for more Dwarfy stuff. Keep an eye on the YouTube channel for videos over the weekend. And that's about it. And good night, DS. We'll snooze you laters. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, night, YouTube. Thanks for hanging out. It's a fun little adventure, eh? Honestly, the more of these I play, the more keen I am for adventure mode. I need to pester Putnam and see if I can record something with her this weekend. See what she's been working on. I'm just curious, because hearing Tarn talk about UI stuff makes me kind of go, maybe I should just reach out to Putnam. So I might try and do that this weekend. Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be fun, because I think like something that will be a lot of fun is like there will be even more reason for people to share fortresses, because something that somebody suggested, and this is something I would like to do, is what if when adventure mode comes out for premium, I change my community fort series to be I explore the fort in adventure mode and then record the community fort. So like I run through it like in adventure mode and explore the whole thing, or as much of it as I can, and edit that down, and then also then record the adventure mode or the like overview. I would really like to do that. So, you're new to the game because you have a question. Can necromancers revive corpses that are underwater? He threw all the goblins into the sea, and I'm worried about creating an army of skeletons. So, do you have a necromancer in your fort, or are you talking about invading necromancers? Because if you have a necromancer in your fort, necromancers are perfectly normal citizens for your fortress. The only difference is that if they are threatened, they have the special powers to be able to raise the undead. So, essentially, like, if there's just a mountain of bodies underwater, that's probably okay, right? But if you have a necromancer in your fort and they're outside, like, I don't know, the gathering wood or dancing, I don't know, whatever they do when they're outside, and somebody attacks them, then suddenly you're going to have 245 zombies there. Which may or may not be friendly, by the way. So, like, it depends. But if they're invaders, just make sure the fighting doesn't happen right next to them. I'll put it that way. But sounds like you're having fun regardless. So, yeah, that's kind of something I really want to do. People could give you challenge forts. I think the challenge forts would be very different than a community fort. I mean, like, yeah, I'd be down for that. But, like, then I'd have to be hostile with them, which adventurers are not necessarily hostile. Yeah, I mean, that could be fine. That could be fun. I'd be down. Find an artifact and steal. Although, I'll tell you this could be real mean. Yeah, I wouldn't be against doing stuff like that. Although I wouldn't stream that. I would record it. That's not a format I don't think